Alright, so I know the ad is about to start soon, but I just kind of want to get into this. I want to get to playing the game, but this is one of those times where, like, I really just want to get things off of my chest and get to the rant, so if you miss out on it because of the starting ad, I'm sorry about it, but I want to get past the bad stuff and get to the good stuff. This is also going to be very America-centric, so sorry for anyone not in America or who doesn't care, but I don't know, man. So yesterday, big thing happened in Minnesota, and I don't want to talk about a lot of this stuff around it, because we've all heard everything. The thing that really is bugging me is you look, and immediately, no matter who you are, no matter what side you are, because this isn't a sides thing, everyone jumped immediately to politicize it. Before saying anything, watching press conferences, looking at tweets, looking at posts on different platforms, it is immediately whatever side you want this to be framed for first, and then maybe if you're lucky, at the end you're like, oh yeah, and also those poor kids and the families. Yeah, as we say, before the bodies were cold. And that is the thing that got me. The immediate dehumanization of everything, the immediate political side, whether you're looking at their identity or saying their identity has nothing to do with it, it is the fact that, like, it immediately became politicized on either side. And so I was like, well, that's how it goes. It sucks. But that's just how things are. The cat decided to push itself in. But then you see, like, I'm like, okay, I consider myself a relatively centrist person. And I know people are like, oh, that's fence riding. It's like, no, it's just I don't believe that there's a political party that doesn't want to absolutely ream us right now. I don't think anyone fully embodies the beliefs I have, so I don't consider myself on either side. I want what is best for the country, and I will support whoever it is I believe is going to help get us there. Both parties can fuck off, like, for real. No one cares. Have you ever written a fence post? Don't knock it till you try it, for real. Honestly, I feel like that's what a lot more people need these days, if I'm being real. Like, you read some of these posts about it, and it's like, you just need something in you or on you immediately. But holy shit, I made the mistake of thinking, like, well, I know this is a pretty heated thing that people are talking about, but at least we can all agree that, like, it's bad, right? And then you start seeing people posting, like, nah, fuck those kids. They were gonna grow up to be religious extremists anyway. And to me, that is the unforgivable, disgusting part. I debated even talking about it because it is one of those things like, oh, it might offend people, but also, I'm sorry, if you are somebody who's going to look at me or sit down at your computer and be like, oh, because of my personal beliefs, I think it is fine that kids got killed, like, fuck you, I'm sorry, this is my number one, like, absolutely fuck you, I don't want your support, I don't need your support, you can leave right now. Like, I don't care what your beliefs on anything else is. I'm a pretty chill person. I can talk to anyone. As long as we're being respectful, like, I'll talk with anyone of any belief. It's fine. Like, I'm not so hard up about things that I don't think there's stuff I can learn. Like, I'd be happy to have a conversation with anyone. But the second you're like, oh, no, because of what those parents did, because of how their parents voted, which, first of all, you don't know. You don't know shit. You can make assumptions about people, which, oh, I thought assumptions were bad. But you saying, oh, their parents did something so good, I hope he fucking killed them. Fuck you. Like, that's not cool. And the fact that anyone thinks it is ridiculous to me. All over politics, and I know people are like, oh, but everything is inherently political because it affects your everyday life. When the fuck did we stop being people, though? I thought that it would be a relatively, like, baseline thing. We're like, well, shit, no matter what you believe, someone going and killing kids is bad. But that's apparently controversial now. And it's ridiculous. And I know that it is just idiots on online platforms, mostly, that are going as far as to say, good, I'm glad they're dead, they would have grown up, whatever. But, good lord. I was raised by a very devout Mormon family. And I think that, like, if you saw me as a little kid and were like, oh, he's gonna grow up to be a religious extremist, conservative zealot, you'd probably be extremely shocked. And I hear that story a lot. I have a lot of gay and trans friends that were raised by very fundamentalist Christian families. So just saying, like, oh, well, their parents were probably disgusting, conservative, religious, whatever, and they're probably gonna grow up that way, so fuck them. I'm sorry, how often do you hear, hey, I was raised extremely religiously and that kind of turned me off, so I changed and went off in some different way or whatever? So that just sounds like absolute fucking cope. You're a disgusting human being who is trying to look for a reason to not say that what happened was bad, and that's fucking awful. I think that, man, you're too far fucking gone if you are trying to make excuses for some of the horrible shit that happens. We can have conversations later about, hi dog, I am sorry that you're coming in here while I'm ranting about this. But I think there are conversations to be had around a lot of things, about mental health, about gun control, about stuff like that, and that's fine. But I don't think any of that should take precedence over what the fuck happened was bad. That those kids didn't deserve to die. And the fact that you're seeing that everywhere is disgusting. Yeah, that is fair. I dropped out of college. I only need 2 more classes before I have my diploma in chemistry. And I was just like, nope, I'm done. But it is so frustrating. And it boils down to the point of what I tweeted before about the fact that I thought we were at a... I don't think it anymore, honestly. But I want to believe we were at a point where putting people in groups was kind of bad. But everyone wants to talk about all men are this, all women are like this, all straights are like this, all gays are like that. That inherently gets rid of the individualism of each person, which I was raised as thinking that's bad. If you have a bad experience with somebody of any sort of group, that person might have just been an asshole, and you're not supposed to be like, oh, well, all of them are like that. But it doesn't seem to be like that anymore. And again, this is a both sides thing. As much as either side wants to say that the other side does it more or is the only one doing it, I see it both ways, and it is absolutely fucking awful. Like, the worst enemy to a movement is people not being willing to call out people in that movement, and people will try to get a gotcha on that. They know that they have their people's back no matter what, so they'll turn around and be like, oh, what if your person did this? And I that doesn't work on me, because I'm like, no, fuck it, I don't care. Whether it is a Democrat senator or a Republican senator or a Democrat president or a Republican president, if the Epstein files come out and they're in it, fuck them. I don't want them. I don't care if they fully embody my beliefs. You know what goes against my belief? Fucking with kids. So if they're there and they are shown to have done something wrong, and it wasn't just, oh, he kind of... Fuck them, I don't care. Penis guillotine, get them the fuck out. I don't care. And I wish more people could do that. I have a very personal story of... I was in color garden cheer when I was in high school. And there was a senior when I was a freshman. He was 18, I was 14. And we were friends, pretty chill. He was gay. Didn't matter. He would make jokes like, oh, whenever you and your girlfriend break up, I'm next. And it's haha, funny, whatever. It didn't bother me. He went off. Everything was cool. He went to school. And then when he was 22, he was teaching at a high school not around here. He went a couple hours away. And he was caught in the parking lot having sex with a 14-year-old student. And he got fired, naturally. But the conversation that was happening around it is what really got to me. The gay community around my area was like, oh no, he's disgusting, fuck him. But it was the people who weren't in the community who were making excuses of like, oh, well, he has a hard time finding somebody because he's gay, so you've got to find love. We can't really blame him that much. And he never went to jail. He never went to jail, and he just moved, and he's a fucking choir teacher in a different state now. And the community, because believe me, I have been to our Pride events. I have worked them when I worked with Hustler. I have been there with friends to be nice with them and all of that. They didn't like that. But it was the people who were like, oh no, I know better than you. You're being offended. He couldn't help himself because, oh, when you're like that, it's just so hard to find somebody to be with that you take it wherever you can get. And all the gay people I knew were like, no, he's a fucking monster. He had sex with a child on school grounds, and it was apparently a very long-running thing. But he never went to jail. He never got charged, because even the parents were like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know how it works with the gays, so that might just be a thing. And then that did so much damage to the community around where I live, because it turned people to think like, oh, well, I guess that's just what gay men do. And it was so bad for the good, nice, perfectly fine, just want to live their life men in my community, because then everybody looked at them like they all wanted to get with kids. But everyone was afraid to call it out. We all probably have fantastic experiences with gay people, with trans people, but it's the fact that everything immediately turns political. Everything, like, dog, just, they're fucking people. I'm a person, you're a person. We're all people. I do not mean anything if I call someone an asshole other than, hey, what you're doing is kind of what an asshole does. That doesn't magically change because of your color, your race, your sexuality, your identity. No, because I see you as a person. I do not see you as a member of whatever group you are. And I understand that a lot of people like seeing it that way, but it feels like we're going in the opposite direction. Maybe if we stopped seeing each other as collective members of groups instead of individuals who can make individual decisions, there would stop being all these problems. But it almost feels like it has been re-ingrained in us, because I remember growing up with cartoons and shows like Family Matters and like Static Shock and shit like that, where like, yeah, they had episodes that tackled racism, but everyone knew that guy was the asshole. And it was just a, hey, don't be an asshole. When I was talking to Zeevy, it's the whole Stephen He thing of, what's my policy? Don't be a dick. Like, that's what it was. Treat everyone like a person. If they have wronged you, you don't have to like them. If they haven't wronged you, give them a chance. Be nice. Treat everyone like people. Do not immediately look at someone and be like, oh, you have this color skin, or you are carrying a pride flag with you, or whatever. You're immediately a good or bad person. That is equally as bad as just blatantly just fucking saying it. Get to know people. People are people. People are different. No matter what group you are a part of, it does not mean anything because you're an individual. Guess what? If you... I need to chill. It bothers me. For as much as we're supposed to be like, oh, we're moving away from racism, sexism, homophobia, all of that stuff. Not if we're looking at it as a monolith of who this person is. It is really hard for someone like me who, like, okay, I want to get to know you as an individual. I don't immediately like or dislike you because of your race or your gender or your identity or anything like that. I want to know you as a person. And when I'm like, hey, tell me about yourself, and then I get the list of I am this gender and this ideology, and I have these flags in my bio, and I have these disabilities. That doesn't tell me who you are. It gives me a little idea about how you think, but honestly, like, I don't know. And I'm not saying people can't have those. Whatever is important to you is totally fine to express, but don't expect me to make a judgment call off of that. I don't feel the need to walk in and be like, well, hey guys, what's up? I'm Nero. I am a straight man who has diabetes and an autoimmune disorder and a whole slew of mental issues. I don't feel the need to do that because that's not who I am. My clinical depression and ADHD and all of that that's not who I am. That is stuff that I work with so I can operate on a day-to-day basis. That is stuff that maybe, like, for work it changes a little, but for the most part, it doesn't do shit. But if you immediately throw me into those groups, you might think you know something about me, but you don't. It gets so much harder to communicate with having to worry about, oh my gosh, what if I say this word and it really offends people? I never have the intent to offend people, but it feels like intent doesn't matter anymore, and it is very hard. I had a brother who was in a wheelchair. He had spina bifida, and he was one of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever met. And if people saw him, they would probably think, oh, we're being mean. It's like, nah, I'm treating him like my brother because he's my brother. Motherfucker put my head through a wall one time because he had strong-ass arms from pushing around the wheelchair. It had the big wheels, and he would do it on... He was fucking yoked. And he put my head through a wall because we were arguing. He didn't get offended by shit. And this whole idea of you said the wrong word, you supported the wrong thing, you are now an evil person. I'm not going to say that there aren't certain things that you can say that I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty bad. But also, you're allowed to say it. You're allowed to disagree with me. If you think this entire rant is stupid, you're more than free to disagree. You're more than free to not watch anymore. That's totally fine. But all of this, for all the progress that we have supposedly made, things aren't getting any better. People are different. Like, don't look at somebody and think that you know them no matter what. It gets frustrating. It feels like people aren't actually growing. It feels like they're just shifting whatever their hatred was. It's not like, oh, we're a less hateful society now. No, we've just picked different targets. Like, it doesn't feel like things have changed. It feels like things have gotten worse and just shifted. And yeah, people want to say, oh, things got a little better, though, because now the window is open and talking about things is more okay, but it hasn't changed anything. Hate is hate. And do you think it's getting better because, oh, the group that you care about is not getting as much hate? But it's like, oh, whether you're saying, I hate gays, or I hate blacks, or I hate Jews, or whatever, it's all still just hate. You're just changing your target and then acting like you're a good person because you're hating on the right people, instead of actually working towards not being such a hateful fucking person. I would love it if we could just care about individuals as individuals. I don't care where you're from. I don't care who you love or how you identify. I care who you are as a person. If you're a criminal, again, I don't care who you are. I don't care how you identify. You broke the law, especially if you hurt children. Go to fucking jail. I don't care. If you are in my community, no matter how you identify, no matter what color, what race, whatever, if you're a good person, you are cool with me. But also know that it does not swing the other way like it seems to for a lot of people. I don't care how you identify, whatever. I don't care if you are on my side. I don't care for whatever. If you are a bad person, get the fuck out. I don't care if we have so many things in common and we're super cool or whatever. There's certain things that, like, no, you're a bad person no matter what. And I would be a bad person and be doing a disservice to people if I did not call that out. I don't want people thinking that all people of a certain group do something, so when I see something bad, I'm going to say it and call it out, because that is how you help people have a better view of what those groups actually are. And also, fuck groups. Like, I don't care if you are a gay trans black man. I worked with one of those, and he was fantastic. He walked around with me at Pride when I got off my shift. Great dude. But that's what it was. He was a great dude. That's all I cared about. If it came out that he decided to go fuck around with kids or to kill someone, not a great dude, not my friend anymore. Because I care about who the person is, not what they are or anything like that. And it feels like this whole focus on, oh, well, you can't criticize somebody because of this. Dude, that is just as bad. Because you are making the people who do care about that stuff see like, oh, well, that means that this person and that group as a whole is like this because everyone in that group came and supported them. I will call out bad people when I see bad people. On the last note that has to do with the actual situation, dude, everybody ran to politicize it, but nobody just said the thing was, motherfucker was insane. I saw the thing about how it's a Rorschach test because of all the things that were written and shown and all of that. You could find something from any side for anyone to get mad about or to say, oh, look at that, see? But nobody wants to just, motherfucker was insane. And that's all there was. Like, it shouldn't be more complicated than that. Motherfucker was insane. Maybe we should focus a little bit on mental health and helping people instead of just leaving them alone and letting things fester. And maybe we should give a fuck about not being like, good, I'm glad those kids are dead. That is all that really needs to be talked about. And if you want to have your conversations with your friends and all of that, that's fine. But holy shit. Do you think the parents that lost kids or the parents that are now scared to send their kids to school give a shit what the shooter called themselves or what was written in that stupid book or what was written all over the parts of the weapons? Or do they just think that that person was a fucking psycho? Do they wish they still had their kid? Everyone wants to be so sympathetic to their specific group that they've lost basic human empathy and the ability to give a shit about anyone that isn't self-serving to their ideals. Anyway, on that note, we're gonna get into Digimon and we're gonna have a fun, good time. I just wanted to get that out. It pisses me off. Just fucking care about people. Learn who people are. Don't immediately judge them based on groups, but also, if you're in a group, maybe do some self-policing. Maybe do something for the PR of your group. If you don't like that, I'm really sorry. I would love to talk to you about it and would love to get to know you as a person, because that's what I care about. Thank you, Omni, for putting my jacket back on. Let's get into it. Right now, we're about to make some decent progress in things, so I hope that that goes well. We have to go see the new area for the people who broke away from the city, and I'm hoping that that means we can start having a more diverse team. Oh, what's up, Pixelation? How's it going? I'm sure you came for Digimon, but I hope you enjoyed that, just like, from the heart rant. I love dog redeeming first 25 minutes into stream. 28. That was a long rant. I promised 15 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. I said we'd get into this 15 minutes after we started. It took a little longer. Had to get some water. The voice was going out there at the end. So, next time I rant, I want to point out that I think it would be really funny if I was in the middle of a rant and somebody just, like, redeemed the ooh-ooh or the ara-ara just to break the vibe. Let me check my items and see where we're sitting on the team. So we hate metal Digimon, right? We'll see. I'm pretty chill with metal. Metal is fuck, dog. Let's see. We have a bunch of skateboards and a bug zap and missiles. Hell yeah, looks like we're ready. What does our Digimon team look like? We have Nerozard. $50K for karaoke. I'm really hoping that nobody selects that anytime soon, because I haven't exactly figured out how I want to do it. I don't know if I want to have like a log of songs that I can sing for karaoke. There are going to be days where I'm only going to do like a verse or something because, but I don't know, if you saved up 50,000 points, you deserve a song. Or if I'm going to be like, yo, send me a song, and if it is cool for stream and I think I can do it, or maybe not. Maybe people just want to hear me struggle with a song that isn't in my range. But, we'll see. We'll see what the vibe is. I was thinking about it, but I didn't think you'd appreciate the ooh after talking about dead children. That's fair. That is fair. That was a more serious rant. I'm talking about when I'm ranting about dumb shit with the government or something. You would send a metal song? I don't know. It's been years since I screamed. Like, the closest thing to screaming I get now is doing, oh, what is it? Sound of Silence. That's like the only one that I like actually do the screaming for anymore. Let's see. We have Soulmon, Nerozard. You're almost halfway there, Lirio. Whoa, sitting on a chair. We do have the duet that I'm working on right now. That should be coming relatively soon. I'm very excited for that, but don't worry about it. Not even Linkin Park. Ooh, I could fuck with some Linkin Park. We have Cyclonemon, the Omnivi. Reverse Yumi, which is a Gizomon. I did not even remember what the team was. My brain is still switching gears. And then we have Rika Lily, the Otamamon. Oh, that's right. We did a shit ton of fusions right before. We have Noodlebug. Alright. Yeah, I think we need to open the game up a little bit. I'm tired of the same couple Digimon. Let's go. I did a Linkin Park song for my middle school talent show. We did What I've Done. I played rhythm guitar and sang. Do I get to ink people? You can ink people whenever you want. I've seen your Twitter. Speaking of inking people, RM is going to be streaming tomorrow at 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, talking about security. So, be there. It's awesome. I have a great time listening to him. Will there be drinking, RM? Specifically AI. Yeah, RM, will you be getting drunk and talking about security? Ooh, what's up? I got a need for speed. Okay, now you can cry your tears of happy joys. I hope so. Fuck no, I don't have the voice stamina to also drink, otherwise I would. You think I did? Oh, by RM you mean reverse mortgage. Sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, reverse mortgage is RM. RM's waifu is his wife. Hey, Nero, you came. Hell yeah. Just like you promised. Yeah, everybody's waiting for the generator parts. Yeah, I forgot that I didn't get those. She's like, oh my gosh, you came. I'm like, yeah, the city is still out of power. I see, that's all, but that's all settled now. I already told my sis to send an engineer to the city with the parts. By now, the power generator should already be fixed. I was just at the city. Do not lie to me. Things should be back to normal now. Really, Kim? That's great, thanks. It's nothing, really. I'm glad you are happy. Oh yeah, my sis says she wants to meet you. Huh. Hell yeah. Nero, will you go and meet her? I'll introduce you. These are people that broke away from the city. Isn't this like a not cool thing to do as like a city defender? It's fine. You'll find yourself more here more than at base. Yeah. Hey sis, I brought you Nero from the city. Oh, hello Technodonna. What's up? Wow, he's cute, damn right. Hello, I'm Nero. I heard my little sister caused you a bit of a problem. I'm really sorry about that, but I really needed those parts for my experiment. It's called a Sibian. But thanks to those parts, I came up with a new radar system. For all the problems we caused, I'll give you this. It's the titanium core. Hell yeah. When I need something again, please let me borrow them for a while, okay? Sure, thank you. Got the titanium core. Nero, that's great. With that, you can upgrade your Digi-Beetle from its steel body to a titanium body. Stop by the device dome whenever you have time. I'll be waiting, okay? I don't want to leave. Let me go back. Did I get your sister's number? Well, let's talk to everyone. Specialty item vendor. We have guard items that I copied from the real things. We're getting knockoffs. Hell yeah. They're the same stuff sold by the teams. Want some? I just want items to catch Digimon. I have so much money. We're almost to $100,000. Let me have it. I don't care. Card game. Digivice. Yes. Yes. Alright, we're gonna get like 10 of these because I'm excited. And we'll get some CD player. Everything is open now. Everything is open. We can get a better team. Let's go. I don't even care about the rest of the stuff. It's fine. Full MP, full HP for vaccine Digimon. That would actually be pretty tight, but I don't care. I'm focused on Digimon. There a room to the left of this one? Hell yeah. What do you have? Item bin, are you looking for items? Everything's one of a kind. Best there is. Ooh. One of a kind? Alright, I'll be talking to you less, but I got what I want. Before I forget, I'm gonna get that shit right up in there. We're gonna put away a couple of skateboards. I should probably... We'll take like 3 skateboards, 3 Digivices, and 3 CD players. Alright, what it do, homie? Hey, homie, it's Tony. Alright, so now we should be able to... Let's see. I kind of want to mix Ninjamon and... Where did our guy go? Metal Greymon. What do we get? Patamon? Not fun. Okay, this is good to know. I want to level everybody up and get a couple new guys, and then we will come mess with the Digivolution. Now you have the power to fuse any type of Digimon. Hell yes. We're going to see so many new guys. Oh, I'm excited. And this makes, now that we've gotten here on stream, this means I can grind and get new guys. All the people getting vaccines need to fuck off. I'm trying to pick up my prescription. Alright, let's talk to all of these people. Digibeetle mechanic, let's work on your Digibeetle. Ayo. What's good? Do I get a new body? Upgrades, everything's fine. Hold on, let me make sure I have the body with me. I think she gave me... No, fuck. Alright, come on. Let me go here and make sure it's not like a part I need to transfer in, and that was already done. Boo-boo-boo-boo. Let's go all the way. Let's see. Arcane and Magna... Am I twirling the cable again? No, hold on. I'm... How about now? Okay. Why is it peaking so much? I think I'm just pretty hyped after the rant, so my normal level of keeping it turned up is, like, way too high. I just had to crank it down to, like, halfway, and we're still hitting -6 pretty regularly. I'll try to keep it down. I'll try to calm myself. Knows like distortion stuff, but it's gone now. Well, it's because I was looking over at it, and I was, like, cranking it really high. But it should be fine. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, I think we're good. Sorry for everyone who had to deal with that in your ears. Alright, I think we already have the parts on, so let's see if we can buy some good stuff. Okay, no. Pixelation, if you're still here, do you know if the Magic Missiles 2 and Drill Missiles 2 still work on the yellow one, or do you specifically need level 1 for the yellow, 2 for the green, 3 for the blue, whatever? Because if we just need whatever a higher level, then I might get some 2s just to have them handy and not be carrying around just the 1s. Alright, parts vendor. Yuppers, version 2 deals with green and yellow. Hell yeah, let's go. Alright, we got a new engine. Ooh, the Pegasus engine. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and grab that bad boy. 6 Digimon. 6 Digimon. Yes! I am so excited. I am so excited. We are getting a whole new kit. 24 items? That means I can keep even more toys. I did. This is a Digigasm to the max. I am excited. Alright, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Chain tires. We can go through the snow. Green acid. Disarm green missiles. Get that too. We are getting a whole new kit. I don't think I needed that. I think I already had that, but it's fine. Yeah, I already own this. Whatever. We're just spending shit. It doesn't matter. Phantom hand. Hell yeah, that sounds cool. Bug sweep, mind sweep. Alright, it's fine. I think we already have the... No. Oh, I don't have it equipped. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna... Oh, fuck, I just bought that on accident. It doesn't matter. I'll support a small business. Alright, so now we have to put all of that in our box. Transfer in items. Let's go ahead and transfer out these. I'll go here. I should probably sell some of the items I had before. Alright, we're gonna get the Pegasus engine. I wish it would tell me which one I need. I think the Spider Ram. The Crane Box. Chain Tires. Drill Arm. Phantom Hand. And I think that's all we needed. Y'all, if you haven't seen the new, stuff coming out for the Digimon Time Strangers, first of all, Mirai is coming back, and as you all know, Mirai is one of my favorite characters in Digimon. She got a new redesign. I'm interested to see what happens in the story to justify that. I like the theory that it is her digital data from a different point, and when it combines with the other ones, she's going to get her full 26-year-old self. But I'm just excited to have Mireille back. Alright, let's assemble. Get the basic parts. Pegasus engine. Battery. This makes me think of the, what is it, the gummy ship in the, what's it called? Kingdom Hearts. That's what it is. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Alright. Drill arm. Phantom hand. Minesweep 3. Bug sweep 1. And we need the missile gun and fires discs, driver, ROM, etc. and bug zapper. Now let's see, can we upgrade? I didn't put the right battery in. Did I not put it in my bag? I got too hyped and wasn't paying attention. Alright. Wasp RAM. No? That's the RAM. Did I not grab the battery? Son of a goat. Alright, alright, alright. That's already Thompson. Did I not buy a new battery? Is there not a new battery? Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Alright, 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 alright. Oh, there just wasn't a new battery. That was my bad. Let's go upgrade ship. Miester. Alright, we'll get this cranked up. Dude, that is not a lot for adding 100 more HP each time. We still have a decent amount of money. I think those are both fine right now. Hell yeah. We got a new whip. That's cool as hell. Alright, I guess I should transfer all of this back now that I have a big-ass bag and throw even more toys in. Alright, transfer items. Throw all this shit. We'll go grab one more of each of them, because I always want some. Digivice, CD player, skateboard, and got a drill missile. We'll take the magic missile one and probably try to collect some. And now I guess we have to go back and talk to the leader of our group. I have such a hard time. I know that I should probably just sell those to clear out room in my server, but what if I need them? Alright, but now the world is ours. We have good items. We have a place to digivolve Digimon that are not virus. The world is our oyster. Which does sort of feel like a jip, though, because we joined the team and they're like, we're going to show everyone the glory of virus monsters. And now as soon as I have access to it, I'm like, man, we're going to have like one virus type on the team at a time. The thing is, I don't want to lose out on the EP that has already been built up. So I'll need to make sure that I mix vaccine with the virus type that I already have built up, so it turns it to vaccine, and it can either stay vaccine or then be fused with data. Keep the EP and just keep it moving. It was pouring today, and that sort of frustrates me. I know that I shouldn't want to go into the office, because when there's bad weather, I can always make the excuse, like, hey, I have, like, classified material on my computer. If it gets wet, that's a real big problem. But even worse, if I get in a wreck and somebody picks up my computer, that leaks a lot of sensitive information, so I'm gonna stay home, and they're like, oh, well, that's a valid point, stay home. But I do a lot of working out in, like, the stairwell, because they sold all of our workout equipment. There was, like, a gym and everything, and they sold all the equipment, so now it's just a weird employee lounge with a shower in it. And so now I just have to do, like, improvised workouts. So I'll do, like, 20 minutes up and down the stairs, and then do a couple laps around the campus, and then come back. And I don't want to be the weirdo who walks into the employee lounge and goes and takes a shower, so then I'm just like, well, everyone, I hope you enjoy the smell of sweaty man-funk. Nero, you're doing a good job. The Black Sword Leader has been waiting for you. Please proceed to the leader's room. Will do. So, I don't know, man, like, it sort of seems like a bad idea to get super comfy with them. I feel like, say, like, part of America broke off and created their own country, and then I was like, hey, I'm gonna go visit them real quick. I don't feel like our government would be super happy with that. Like a confederacy or something? Yeah, maybe. I do think that would be really funny to do, though. Honestly, like, there are things that I have the thought of, like, would it be good for the country? No. Would it be hilarious content? Absolutely. Stuff like anytime, whether it's Texas, California, any of the other states, anytime, like, we want to secede, let them do it. They are no longer part of the United States. You send the US military in, take them over, and now they're a colony. And so they do not get state rights. Just because we can, and it would be really funny. It would be funny in idea. I'm sure it would not be funny in practice, but that's the sort of shit I think about. Anytime. Usually it's Texas or California, I'm not gonna lie, because those are, like, the biggest ones who could probably do it. But they never seem to think it all the way through. It's like, congratulations, now you're surrounded by a country that you just made an enemy out of. Anyway, your great work brought the city back to normal. The city's power generator has been restored by engineers from Device Dome. So Kim and Technodonna kept their promise. Technodonna. I'm Lindana and I wanna have fun. That's right, we can breathe easier. They could join BRICS, surely that'll make them safe. Yeah, that's worked out for everyone. Nero, you solved the city's crisis along with your mission to destroy the boss Digimon. 'Cause I'm a badass bitch. Bitch. We would like to reward you for all your great work. 2,000 bits. Dude, I just blew so much more than that. Thank you, sir. By the way, have you been working on your tamer ranking? A tamer's rank shows one's level of strength. It is very important. You can improve your rank by winning in the tournament at the Coliseum. I tried. It wouldn't let me go anymore. I was too awesome. People didn't want to fight against me. It was a big problem. Bertrand was being a little douche nozzle about it all. But you know, that's how he is. I'm looking forward to seeing more of your good work. Keep it up. Me on the way to make a national tamer ranking for DOMs? Absolutely. Who is the toppest of all tops? I've made the rank 3 rookie level. Oh, I guess I wasn't supposed to do that yet, maybe. Yes, I have heard. Well done. For our new rank 3 rookie tamer, I have a new mission. Lately, a group of wild Digimon have moved near the city from deep in Directory Continent. I love the naming of shit in old Digimon games. Nero, your next mission is to... Black Sword Leader, we have an emergency, sir. So pause. I know that we've talked about him carrying the rifle and everything. We have people with Digimon to fight Digimon. Which means that 90% likely, because it's possible that, oh, we have some, like, EMP bullets or something to fight the Digimon. That gun is for people. He's like, any of these Golden Falcon guys want to try to get over here in Black Sword, we got our armed guards at the front. The Blood Knights have been spotted. Ha, Blood Knights spotted. I'm going to hell. I live by the old internet joke about, like, the pie chart where the circles are almost completely overlapped, and the left circle is things that shouldn't be laughed at, and the right circle is things I do laugh at, and all the area in the middle that's overlapping is the reasons I'm going to hell. A guard tamer is engaged in a battle with the Blood Knights Digibeetle right now. The enemy Digibeetles have been sighted in Disc, Video, and SCSI domains. So the Crazy Blood Knights have reappeared. Dude, Crazy Blood Knights sounds hard as fuck. Can I join them? Alert all Black Sword Tamers, we begin Operation Blood Knights now. Dude, that sounds so cool. Yes, sir. We'll begin Operation Blood Knights immediately. Black Sword Leader, who are the Blood Knights? The Blood Knights are a mysterious army that attacked our digital city 30 years ago. But weren't they all captured in that battle? We left them alive. We captured most of them, but their leader, Crimson, escaped. Crimson and a group of their officers escaped somewhere deep in Directory Continent. I see. So you're not very good at your job. The Blood Knights led by Crimson are fiercely strong. But Digital City has the guard teams. If we combine the power of 3 guard teams, the Blood Knights are nothing to fear. By our powers combined. Black Sword Nero, you must seek and destroy the Blood Knights hiding in the domains. Yes, sir, I'll get to it. Nero, the Blood Knights are finally back again. Don't worry, I'll take care of all of them sissy Blood Knights. By the way, I'll introduce you to the new kid who recently joined the Black Swords. Lucky Louise, this is Nero. He's not as good as me, but he's a pretty decent tamer. Don't listen to this cuck, Louise, it's fine. Oh, Louise is a... It looks like her top lip is a, postage stamp mustache. Anyway. Hi, I'm Lucky Louise. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm going to train hard in order to become a cool tamer like you and Bertrand. Don't be like Bertrand. Mama, don't let your kids grow up to be Bertrand. Nice to meet you. Good luck. Well, this kid's got potential, unlike someone I know. That's a mirror. My bad. Did not mean to misgender you, Louise. He'll be a real... I can't read. He'll be a real tamer in no time. You'd better train hard so you don't fall behind Louise. Lucky Louise, let's go out and adventure in the domain. Roger, Bertrand, don't show him any sort of respect. You could have just walked right and gotten out of their way way faster. Bertrand, why can't you be nice to Nero? Besides, did you buy everything you'll need before leaving? Hey Bertrand, listen! Wouldn't want to get shown up by a brat? For real. I know this is really random, and I know that I never say anything really random, but I want an asset that pops up when somebody donates bits of me ripping my shirt open, and it'll say, "Show me your biddies." Anyway, moving on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, this is also your reminder that I will not be streaming Saturday, as I will be traveling to see family. Potential stream tomorrow sometime during the day. No solid things on that because we have the anatomy scan for new baby coming up. But that being said, if everything goes well and things are good and there's nothing to do around the house, we might just have a random stream sometime during the workday because I'm off work all day. A little bit of excitement on the back end. Because I'm off work all day, that also means I will be... Oh, nope, it's gone. That train of thought derailed. It is just gone. Oh, I will also be able to get some work done on the cover song that we're working on. So that's going to be super fun. Some of you already know who it's with. I don't know if they want that public information yet. So we're not going to say who it is. But I'm very excited and I think it's going to be great. I can't rip your shirt, but I can jack it off. Thank you, RM. I appreciate that. Live stream the anatomy scan. You know, I made a joke about that, but I do not feel like wife would appreciate that very much. Let's head back to the Scuzzy domain. And as we've all heard, RM, take off your pants and jacket. That is the most important advice you can give anybody. Alright, we got a level 3 Biomon and a Gomamon. I don't want to waste items on them just because I don't have enough room if it doesn't work to try to shoot another, but we will probably get a Gomamon. I asked him, he's covering my dick by Mickey Avalon. Bigger than a bridge. I think it's fine to say on stream, it's not that big of a thing to know what song, but how we're arranging it and who I'm doing it with is going to be on the down low side for a little bit. But we're doing Achilles Come Down, and I'm very excited. Honestly, I hadn't heard of the song before it got made as a suggestion, but I really like it. Ayo, my one little bit of shilling. There's a minute until ads. If you enjoy sitting through stream and not being interrupted by ads, feel free to subscribe or drop a Prime sub through Amazon. Please sponsor me, Amazon. That would be awesome. I need those Bezos bucks. But if not, that's totally fine. You're free to sit through the ad. You're just hanging out is more than enough. But again, if you want to subscribe, that's always an option to get out of those ads. I don't know why. I throw the stream up on the TV with no volume so the kids can see it without standing in the office and listening to the terrible shit that spews out of my head, and they still decide it is probably better to stand right next to me. Anyway. My wife just yelled from the living room, "We can hear you anyways, you're very loud." Oh shit, Omni, thank you for the sub. But also your blood. You literally could have just given me like $1 when I see you on Saturday. But I appreciate the sub very much. Thank you. As we all know, I'm an extremely dominant personality, and always I am the most top of all tops, so I need as many subs as possible. Growing my Twitch harem. That's gonna be the word that gets me banned. They're gonna be like, did he just say harem? Boom, I own your ass now. I'm gonna start making executive decisions. Yeah, you all are, anytime you subscribe, you are actually buying stock, and anytime we have a stockholders meeting, you will be invited and help make decisions about stream. That is the weird thing about streaming, because people want to act... Let's pull the curtain back a little bit, because we've all had this discussion. We all know, like... People want to act like, oh, all viewers are the same and no one gets preferential treatment. Bullshit. We've all been there when, like, somebody's talking about something, and then all of a sudden somebody drops, like, 100 subs, and that takes over everything, and they get the focus, and it's like, oh my gosh, thank you, and they really focus on that. Like, until you get so massive that you are just making buku bucks all over the place, like, you can definitely buy attention. And I kind of wish that people didn't act like that wasn't the case. What is it that RM always says? Streamers, and particularly in the VTuber realm, we're all just basically cam girls. People really like to cope about that. I don't know why. Like, it makes a lot of sense. Like, and dollars, ha ha ha. But, like, are we gonna lie to ourselves and say that you didn't just donate $1,000 because you want this streamer to say your name and get some attention? I understand that some people... I've definitely donated to somebody just because they were either in a hard spot or because I really enjoyed their content, but there's definitely times when you can tell that, like, the person donating is almost there and they just need to hear, like, oh my gosh, insert name here, thank you so much, and that's enough to bust, and that's just what they needed. Bro is outing me for getting not everyone knows I don't use camgirl as a pejorative. No, like, you're very respectful and factual about it. It is not an insult at all. It is looking at the industry and the tactics used and all of that, and making a factual statement. RM shows very much respect for people of all industries and of all working styles. Dude, speaking of, like, not using things as a pejorative, when I used to work at Hustler, people would come in and try to make jokes and then realize very quickly, it's like, dog, I'm not here to judge, I do not give a shit, so your jokes aren't landing. We had this guy come in one time, and he was, like, not wanting to, like, take anything seriously, and I don't give a shit. I take most things way more seriously than I should. And so I walk up and I'm like, hey, what are you looking for today? And so he's trying to be funny. He's like, I'm looking for something to shove up my butt. And I'm like, all right, I can show you over here. And I start, like, walking him over the area, and he's like, what the hell, man? That was a joke. Do I look like somebody who likes doing that? And I just look at him like, dog, it is not my job to judge what you're wanting to do or where you're wanting to do things. My job is to make sure you're doing it safely and make sure that you get what you need. I do not give a shit. I'm not making a judgment call on if you look like the kind of person who would be doing something like that. And he got all offended. He's like, oh, he took me serious. I'm like, dog, I'm sorry. These shit that I hear every day, I just assume that everything's serious, man. And so it's so hard not to, like, because I'm not that person, but it is really funny to try to make people squirm and be like, oh, I'm sorry, what exactly does somebody who likes that look like? Just because I think it's hilarious for people to try to be like, oh, I'm gonna make him uncomfortable. I'm like, dog, I promise you, I can say shit that would make your ears bleed. Like, you're not gonna make me uncomfortable. Was it a newly minted 18-year-old? I think when I checked his ID, he was 20, but you know how that goes. I've met 30-year-olds who can't hold their shit together in a store like that. My favorite argument I heard about why people are awkward in stores like that, they're like, oh my gosh, what if I'm in here and I, like, run into my pastor or something, and I'm like, think about that for a second. If you run into your pastor inside the Hustler, do you think he's gonna say shit to anyone? Oh, what if I run into my parents? Okay. That might be an awkward conversation, but, like, y'all are all in the same store. I remember when I was working there, like, yeah, it would be awkward, but it's not gonna, like, kill you. Grow the fuck up. But, like, when I started working there, we had samples. Whether it was contraceptive or, like, the individual packets of personal lubricant or whatever. Nero, I think they're masking what they're actually afraid of, especially in small towns. Oh yeah, probably, but it was just a dumb argument. But when when we would get samples and stuff like that, dude, I don't care. My favorite thing was we got, like, a drawstring backpack of samples, and it was like, what was it called, Dr. Joe and stuff like that. It was a bunch of different packets of different things, and I was still relatively young working there, and so I went over to my parents' house and was like, yo, look at all this crazy shit that I got. And my dad starts, like, picking stuff out, and I just, like, give him a look, and he was like, yo, we're old, not dead. And then he just, like, stuffed, like, a handful of random stuff. Like, at that point, he just, like, he was just trying to make the joke, because he was, like, looking at them, and I was like, why are you looking so intensely? And he was like, oh, we're old, not dead. And then he just took a random handful of shit and just stuffed it in his pocket and didn't say anything else. I was like, all right, man, do you? But, like, I don't know, man. Obviously, like, it's weird for some people, but also, like, you just do the polite thing of, like, you just, if you see somebody you know, it's sort of like being at the strip club or something, like, just don't say anything. Pretend like it didn't happen. First time I went to a sex shop, I accidentally walked in the exit because the entrance was around the back in the alley. Of course. I walked up the counter and was like, wear fuzzy handcuffs. Dude, that is the other thing, is, like, I know you never want to shame somebody or whatever, but, like, when you get, like, a freshly minted adult who is like, yeah, I'm really into, like, BDSM and I'm super kinky and whatever, and then you're like, okay, I can definitely help with that, like, what kind of things were you looking for? And they're like, oh, you know, like, the really hard stuff, like handcuffs, and it's like, oh, we're talking about that. Never mind. Yeah, sure. We'll take you to the basic bitch section. Like, people don't know what hard is until they've been there. And it's just really funny, because, like, I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum, but when you start talking to somebody who worked at a store and or has, like, been anywhere around that industry, and then you're like, oh, I'm into some really dark stuff, my brain apparently goes to a very different place, because I'm like, oh, like, what are you talking about? And then they're like, oh, you know, like, biting and, like, maybe getting a crop or something. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that's, like, right at the front of the store. That ain't shit. I visited Nero at work at Hustler once on my way home from work. Shit was funny. Don't worry, Nero, I've also had that experience many times. It's definitely something. We got Necro Magic. That sounds like a fun time. Hey chat, I'm super yabai. Yeah, sure, lady. It's really funny because that I feel like that falls under the whole like you don't know what you don't know. And it's always really funny people who like are like, oh, I've been on the internet for a long time and I've heard everything and I know a lot of things. And you say one thing and they're like, ew, gross, people do that. And you're like, oh, honey, I could ruin your day right now. Literal virgins too. Well, tally ho, lads. Let's see what Necro Magic does. Suck MP of stunned Digimon. Give them the slurp. And now you have Hyperheat and Fire Blast. I do like Fire Blast. Hyperheat. And what do you got? Coral Crusher slows down enemy. Translation takes some MP from defeated foes, so if they are downed... Okay, that's good to know, because I definitely would have tried to use that to suck MP from somebody who was still alive. Oh. Oh! Random exciting update. We're almost to the weight goal for the end of August. I don't think it's going to happen in 2 days, but we got closer than I thought we would with the whole offset of putting on muscle and losing weight. So I'm pretty jazzed about it. I wanted to get to 100 kilo, 220 pounds, and we sort of stalled out around 1015, and I didn't think we were going to make it there, but we weighed in at 100.5, which is pretty close. And again, for the fact that I can see that weight has been dropped and muscle is building, I'm pretty pumped. I'm not huge onto watching the number, just because it is more about how I'm feeling physically and how I feel like I'm looking. But I don't know, maybe I'll get food poisoning over the weekend and hit the number. You ever just like know someone was so hentai brained that they can't stand the sight of real bodies, but also think they're into super taboo shit just because of what they jack it to? We used to watch the same streamer. Yes. Yes, I do. I do know exactly what you're talking about. You can do it! Yeah, I hope so. Like I said, the number isn't the biggest deal. It's not like a, oh no, I didn't hit 220. It doesn't matter. It is more about me setting the goals. I want to set the goals so I have something to work towards. I have an end goal, but also, again, I'm not super good at knowing what to set for. So, like, I have a plan going where the amount of calories I have and the amount of fitness I work on, if I stick to it, I should hit 170 by... the end of 6 months, which is 4 months from now, which would be end of December, early January, and the baby is due at the end of the month January. And I don't know if 170 is good. I was trying to use like the online BMI calculator, and shit was crazy. Like, to get down to, like, I'm 5'10 and a half, and I was trying to get down into what it said appropriate range was, and it was at like 140, 150, and I was like, okay, I'm not doing that, because I'm also putting on muscle and all that. So it is more, I have goals set to try and have something to push for, but it is definitely more about feeling healthier, looking better, and I'm sorry, I got distracted because it said scissor on the screen, and that's not great, but it's more about that than, like, actually hitting a number that I want, because I'm not super into all that. And when you're trying to both add muscle and also lose weight, it does have that sort of teeter. Nero trying to pick up bitches at the club. Bro, I have not been in a club in years. That actually reminds me, I was going to tell a story about going to the club, and then I got distracted. I know, shocker. But, like, so I had a friend who worked as a bouncer at a club, and he would message us and be like, yo, I'm bored, come hang out with me. And we'd be like, all right, cool. And then we'd just, like, stand at the back of the club in, like, the private dance area, like, just outside of it, because there were bathrooms right outside the dance area. And we'd just stand there in that back hallway and just hang out and talk, play Pokemon Go, that sort of stuff. And why it got brought up, I remember now, was because we're like, it's just like the following the rules for, like, going to a strip club or to the adult novelty store, of if you see somebody you recognize, just don't say anything. One of the dancers broke that rule, because I wasn't paying attention. I'm not there for the dancers, I don't care. So I'm standing there talking to my friend, and then one of the girls goes, Nero? And so, like, you hear your name, and I look over, and they're like, oh my gosh, it is you, we went to high school together. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, what the hell do I ask? Like, oh, how's life going? So I'm just like, oh, it's good to see you. And then she's like, yeah. Do you want to dance? And I'm like, I will take a hard pass on that. And she's like, oh, well, okay, I hope you have a good time. And I'm like, nope, I'm just going to leave that one alone. If you ever recognize somebody at a club like that, don't say anything. I'll be lurking, but kid is having trouble with decimals, so I'm a help. Have fun with that. Crunch them numbers. Also, that's a golden rule. It's up there with don't touch, for real. Dude, there was definitely a little bit of a money-making thing that would happen, because my friend and another one of the bouncers would split money, because, like, there was the whole no touching. Even in the private dance area, like, you got a private dance, but you still weren't supposed to touch. And the other bouncer was dating one of the girls, and she would bring guys back and then be like, hey, if you want to go ahead and drop like 2 bands, I'll go ahead and let you touch. And the bouncers are stationed right outside there to make sure they're not touching. So she'd be like, hey, money up front. He'd pay the money, go for the touch, and then my friend and the other bouncer would go in there and rough him up and be like, you're not allowed to touch. And he'd be like, oh, she said I could. And he'd be like, that's my girlfriend, are you saying that? And it would turn, and they'd throw him out, and then the dancer would take half the money and the two of them would split the other half. I'd only be uncomfortable if I couldn't remember who they are, or if the dance was full price. So I'll explain to you why it was a problem. Now that I am further into adulthood, I'm not, like, super old, but I'm not, like, freshly 18. The problem was, I knew them in, like, middle to high school. And so when they were like, oh, this is my name, immediately, image of, like, 7th grade her popped into my head, and I'm like, nope, nope, I'm sorry, absolutely not. It's sort of like if you went to a club and one of the dancers was like, oh my gosh, you used to babysit me, do you want to dance? Absolutely not, no. Not at all. So, something that sort of ties into current events things, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, there's a lot of discussion about the pirate software thing, about the mod donating during the hype train thing. And people are like, oh, why would it matter? And again, regardless of where you are on the thing, as somebody who used to be friends with a bouncer and was friends with dancers and stuff like that, that is definitely a thing for getting more money out of people. I am not gonna lie, it was not the proudest moment of my life, but I also was not very well to do. You'd make a deal with a dancer. You'd pull out like $200, wait for it to look like there was a guy who was trying to have a pissing match with people who were donating. I say donating, throwing money, making it rain, if you will. And then you'd go sit right next to him. And you would count how much money you're throwing, but you would start making it absolutely rain. And start making that guy look bad. So he throws a couple ones, and you're like throwing a couple fives, or just like a massive amount of ones. And then the girl starts like, oh, and she comes over to you, and then he will start pouring money. And then it'll activate like every other guy in there to start absolutely making it rain. And then afterwards, when the dancer wipes down and she starts to go to the back, I'd be like, hey, I threw $150, she'd give that, and then she'd look at how much more she made than on a normal dance, and she'd give me 20% as like helping her get it. It's not good. I regret it. It was a bad thing to do during a bad time of life, but that is a thing. It is the group think of like, if you want to be top dog, you have to outperform other people. And if somebody is paying more money than you, it's making you look like a broke bitch. So a type of manipulation, absolutely. And it works the same way in the streamer world. And that is why it is such a big deal. That is why it is such a big deal when it is your mod potentially using other accounts to make it look like a natural thing, because then they will get into pissing matches with the other people in chat to donate more bits, donate more subs, donate more money. So that's why, Twitch works it on their side too. That's why it shows who are the top bit donators, who are the top gift sub people, because it is to drive that, like, yo, I want to be on top, I want people to see my name, I want the streamer to notice me, this person is outdoing me, I'm gonna donate more money. And that's why people are kind of upset with the idea that someone was messing with that. Nero, I'm not gonna lie, I still do this when I know Oilers are in chat. Oh, I know, everyone does it, and I'm not going to say that it's not okay. It is how people work. It is fundamentally how people's brains work. But it is different when it is a chatter who is not directly affiliated with stream and how it runs. If you are appreciating your streamer and you notice that somebody is donating every time somebody else donates, and you pump that up to pump a little more money, I'm not going to fault you for that. Be aware of it, but that is why it became such a controversial thing when it came out that is potentially what happened in the pirate software thing, is because that is using how people are wired to artificially pump it. I went to a club once, the only rain was from women who looked like they were off the clock. Notice me, senpai, notice me. If I had money, I'd be a chat bull. I appreciate that. Please notice me, senpai. Please notice me, senpai. Please notice me, senpai. Or others will have to die. Great song, look it up. Aya's Cupquake. Great song. But yeah, no, it is very down to psychology. And like I said, it's not just streamers and mods and people in chat who do it. It is why Twitch makes a big deal about it. It is also the hype train effect. When people see it, if people have been pumping money into it and that number is getting bigger, they want to donate to keep it going. They're part of something. They also get to have the emotes that come out with it. And Twitch hypes it because Twitch makes money every time you donate. to keep that hype train going. They're making money too, so making it as flashy as like, oh, don't you want to be a part of it? Don't you want to support the streamer? Don't you want to get the emotes that come at the end of the hype train? It is all made to make it as enticing to somebody who wants to feel part of the group. People might think it's heinous, and maybe they're right, but sometimes that doesn't come from a good place. Like, if I see someone trying to buy attention, I'll try to raise their price, you know what I mean? Maybe it's because of my past. I get that. There is sort of that almost schadenfreude vibe to it of like, oh, you really want that attention, you really want that top spot, how bad do you want it? And again, I'm not here to tell anyone they're wrong for doing that. And I mean, if anybody here wants to absolutely pump up the jams, we will be having a probably 10 to 12 hour birthday stream on October 9th, playing the new Digimon game. And if any of you want to pump that, I'm sure I'll try to come up with some rewards for hitting subs or bits goals. I'll just pull the mask off and be like, no, I'm a hypocrite. It's bad if you do it to other people. If you do it for me, that's totally fine. But in all reality, it is the thing that people are sort of trained to say now, but always take care of yourself first. Don't ever feel bad if you're not going to subscribe. I'm going to be sitting here playing video games whether you do or not. If it helps you because you don't like ads, that's great. But do whatever you're going to do. I definitely think that rant at the beginning of chat set me up to be a little more brutal and honest with things right now. So I apologize if you don't like that, but it's going to keep happening. You need to stream during work hours, so I have something to watch other than random YouTube videos and anime. We're on the same time zone, so your work hours are also my work hours. Other than maybe tomorrow, again, depending on how everything goes and what I have to do around the house, I might be streaming during work hours. And then on my birthday, I will be streaming during work hours. But I have to work too, dog. Maybe during holidays I might stream, but also I have a family and things to do, so like, that's always a toss-up. I didn't realize the other guy was alive. I definitely just wasted an entire turn attacking nothing. If you ever want to watch back, I do have a channel on somewhere else, because I don't think you're actually allowed to say it on Twitch, but that does have my VODs from stream. None of that matters. We're trying to get all parasocial. Do I want... You know what? I do. I want a Snow Agumon. We're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to give it its vaccine. CD player. Yeah, give me the heart. He's got a heart on for me. Let's go. And we got a bigger heart. I don't want to use... That's the thing. I don't want to use 3 because then I'm just left with 1 and that doesn't really help. But also, allons-y. Let's see what we can do. I did try to tell my wife she needs to be a VTuber too, because I was like, you're a VTuber spouse now, which means that people are already trying to get at you. So, like, go be a VTuber and get way more views than me immediately and make me depressed, because that's just sort of how it goes. Someone made like a long, stretchy cat model recently, and I was showing that to her, and she really likes that. My son was saying he wanted to be a VTuber, but he wanted to be like a creature. He didn't want to look like a person. And honestly, like, I've talked about it before. Long cat is long. Exactly. My artist and rigger did an amazing job on my rig. It is entirely my creativity that made me look like every other male Fallen Angel VTuber. If I could go back, I probably would have tried to be more creative. Like, bro, Digital Hazard. He's a fucking Digibeetle. That's insane. I love that. I would have never even considered something like that. But that's my fault for not thinking outside of the box. I was like, oh, I'm a guy, so I'll be a guy, and I'm a guy. Like, that was entirely on me. Bad Dragon VTuber, that would be hilarious. I think that would be a fantastic... On my way to be legally distinct naughty dragon. Exactly. I know that you wanted to be a flesh tuber, RM, but have you considered being the naughty dragon? You have to get rid of dragon, too, so you're completely distinct. It's like... I'm the yeah, exactly, Lirio, unkind worm. I was thinking of, like, the naughty wyvern or something. Unkind worm, my sides. Yeah, no, absolutely. Something like that would be hilarious. That just goes back to the Futurama Grunkalunkas of we are legally distinct from the Lollipop Guild. No, that wasn't the Grunkalunkas. The Grunkalunkas were the Willy Wonka one. That is when Lilo was having the Wizard of Oz ones. Your After Dark account, maybe? Isn't that just your main account? Yes, and we got the Snow Agumon. He wants to be our bad dragon. Alright, who are we naming Snow Agumon after? Is anyone in chat not have one named after them already? We'll make it Dog. I haven't seen Dog in a bit, but I did see them earlier. You're gonna be... Dog... 232. Hell yeah. We just captured our first non-virus that wasn't using a capture-all. I'm here, I don't have one, yay, don't kill me off. Lirio, you've been multiple things. I think I mixed you with RM once and made reverse Lirio. You won't get killed off, but you will probably get fused with somebody. You might become like a reverse dog or a spicy dog. Dog noodle. What does Betamon have with him now? He still has Otamon, Shakumon? Okay. We got an antidote. Rat dog. Rat dog. I could have gotten a Unimon. I still have space, right? Let me look at my Digimon. Yeah, we still have space for one more. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Rats, rats, we are the rats. Nezume. Reminded myself of the song Rats from Ghost. I know that I was just being dumb with Rat Dog, but I do need to talk about it. It's, again, like, being a streamer now, but thinking about shit from when you were a kid. I got put in the box because I was useless, then became Omni Noodle after getting merged. Omni Noodle sounds awesome, though. But, like, the mechanics of Cat Dog. Like, they have coughed up hairballs, which means they do have a stomach, and they do regurgitate. But, like, do it poop, though. Ooh, Angemon. Cat dog, cat diggity dog. I switched songs halfway through that. We'll throw our CD player at them and see if we can get an Angemon. Nope. At least give me the little heart. You bitch. And you're gonna run? The only thing I remember from Cat Dog is Jim coming. What were you watching? You're back from work, though. Hell yeah. Let's just Evil Touch you, Hyperheat you, and Coral Crusher. Reverse Yume is running out of MP. How was work, though? Tell us all about it, oh lovely mod friend. You should have thrown a Digibible at it. Yeah. Jim Cummings was your entire childhood, and I'm prepared to do a whole stream on it. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I was trying to remember a character named Jim Cummings. Yeah. Also, I was just laughing at Cumming because you forgot the S on it, so I was just trying to remember what happened in your childhood. You're like, I just remember Jim Cumming from Cat Dog. This little clear Agumon babyback bitch. Fire Blast. You know, you're just gonna sit this round out. Good old Jim Cumming. We called him Bubbles. Wonder how he's doing. He was a bad dude. That just makes me think about Fairly Odd Parents, where he has the microphone that changes his voice, and he's like, and I'm not a 10-year-old up in a tree, I'm a man. A big, strong man. That just made me think of the old joke of, you want to hear a dirty joke? A kid got covered in mud. Do you want to hear a clean joke? A kid took a bath with Bubbles. Do you want to hear another dirty joke? Bubbles is what they called the girl down the street. And everyone leveled up, so now we have MP again. Ooh, and he learned more. Oh, whatever. Sure. I've heard that one verbatim. Yeah, I told you, it was an old joke. Pummel whack. I'm trying to take a drink, and I'm having to do all this menuing. Legend has it, it's still told in schoolyards to this day. Yo, my new tires, I can do all the acid I want. Let's go. Ooh, 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 Flymon. Ooh, and their data. So let's do a little chat check-in. How we feeling? How's everybody doing? Are you enjoying the game? Are you enjoying me slightly more unhinged than usual, but not really that much? How's everyone's day? Waifu didn't say anything about how work was. Let's give him the evil touch. I'm enjoying Yanmega. I told you, Flymon is just straight up Yanmega. That's one of my favorite ones. Is I think Yanmega would have a not in chat. No, yeah, you did tell us about the struggles you were having at work with your entire walking red flag. But Yanmega would have a really cool mega. Like, I think it would be able to be turned into something pretty cool. Make it an actual, like, full-on bug dragon absolute menace. But in Japanese, it translates to just Yanma and Mega Yanma. And so if they made it a mega, it would be Mega Mega Yanma, which sounds even funnier than Mega Yanmega. Other than finding out someone pulled a fast one on me the other night, work today was good. The other night, work today was good. Yeah, I saw that. I hear that RM is gonna have a video about locks to show you. One of my favorite guys to watch YouTube shorts from is the guy who does all of the... He does the lock-picking kit, which I still want. If anyone wants to buy me a lock-picking kit for my birthday, that would be super cool. But he does videos where, like, opening a master lock with another master lock, and he just, like, taps around it and then smacks the lock with the other lock, and it pops open. I'm currently making my Bulldog spicy noodles. Also surprised no one has commented on your squid pussymon. Yeah, it's fine. It's Gizamon. That's how it be. Bulldog spicy noodles. So I used to be able to do spicy noodles. I have done the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing Challenge multiple times. I used to handle spicy shit all the time. And I just can't anymore. And I don't know what's changed. I have developed a bad case of a bitch mouth as I've grown up. And it just doesn't sit right in my mouth. I don't enjoy the hot stuff anymore. Ooh, it's ZV. What's up, ZV? But it just doesn't do well for my stomach, doesn't do well for anything. And my wife makes fun of me relentlessly because her family is swamp people who enjoy very spicy things. And so she will just absolutely crank the full sauce pouch into the Bulldog. And I'm sitting here eating like my half and being like, who is it getting a little hot in here? More like sexy bitch mouth. Thank you, Lirio. Oh, I had turned away and thought you meant ZV was actually in chat. ZV doesn't love me that much. But just kidding. She, today is her no internet day. We were trying to set up something, and she's like, oh, I think I can make it work today. And I had to remind her, like, no, you are stepping away from the computer. Today is your no stream, no streamer, anything day. So I'll get with you tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Good for her. I thought she was too. Oh, and no internet day is a good start, or a good strat. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I'm not, just because we have stuff to do does not mean that you need to break your no internet day. Touch grass and read a book day. Bro, that's offensive. You know I can't read. It's like a girl saying, Mama, you learned me good, and then falling down a well. Counterattack. Buffalo breath. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I wonder if I could do that with work. Tell them it's a no internet day. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not allowed to get online today. It's my, I'm disconnecting today. Thanks, now I want hot wangs. That's pretty much all you retweet. So I don't know why you just have a craving for it now. Everybody dance, everybody sing, everybody try a chicken wing. Yeah. Dude, I always know when it is one of you because I'll randomly have, like, just rainbow phallus in my face while I'm scrolling Twitter and then see the little thing at the top that's, like, retweeted by RM or RM's wife, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what I expected. I don't retweet hot wings, but now I'll find some to retweet. Remember when you used friendly fire? That mon is a menace with that combination. Why? But yes, while I was off stream grinding, I started using friendly fire with pummel whack on a Gaburamon / Ogremon to try it out. Sometimes I don't get the little retweet at the top. Skill issue. Man, I do not remember Scuzzy domain being this long. I know that it upgraded, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is definitely not what it looked like. We didn't get a pop-up, so maybe... I don't want bugs. No bugs app. And it's a blue mine? Son of a goat. Alright, we're gonna go get bugs. Pummel Whack only really takes MP from the mon who triggers it. Doesn't really amp up the power. Interesting. It's gonna bug me again. Okay, well, that is the end of it, so let's explore for a bit. What's up, Numon? Let's see. Let's go Evil Touch Raremon. Hyperheat Raremon. Uses foe's MP for counter. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Have you been checking the daycare lately? I got the daycare Wizardmon. I have not checked its... I checked it before we moved the story on, but I didn't do it before we came out here. I thought it was saying that it went off of whoever attacked you MP's stat for the power. So that's why I was using it like that, because I was like, oh, I have hella MP. I'll go ahead and attack it, and then it'll have a powerful attack on whichever thing we targeted. Slows down enemy, sure. Let's just focus Raremon. I don't like that I just got a notification that says, at Sariel Nero. There, now I've retweeted Tasty Hot Wangs. We're gonna look at that after stream. When was the last time you let them poop? Well, we've been using the attack, but they don't have to poop in this game. It's fantastic. Sukaimon. Sugoi desu. You're welcome. I know. I pretty much asked for that one. See, like, I can't be the only one who has thought about the fact that we have 3D printers now. And if you get a good material, you know those, like, fully articulated dragons and stuff that everyone and their mother was printing? Fully articulated phallus could be a very good industry. Like, you want it sturdy enough to still be useful, but like fully hinged and articulated. Maybe not hinged, you don't want it rusting or breaking or anything like that, but that has been attempted and it's not safe for many reasons. That is my what I want to be when I grow up. Even more is I want to be like a dongle engineer. Would be a bitch to clean, that's fair. You would only be able to have it as a fidget toy for the shelf. Yeah, but I want it to be useful. Which would still be cool. Dude, okay, so speaking on that line, Temu has interesting things, but I love how they tag it as to plastic is sharp and not body safe. That's why I'm saying if you could have a good material. Anyway, it is very funny. Some of the tag words they use for them. There was a glass member that was shaped like different vegetables and fruits that were very clearly meant for alone time. And the way they had it labeled was artisan glass vegetables for home and bathroom decoration. And I'm like, I love the idea of buying these and just leaving them out on the table and acting like I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, what? I thought these were pretty, so I left them out as a decoration. I'm trying to decide if I really want to go looking around. Let me look at the map. The boss is right there. We're just gonna tally-ho it. I don't know. I don't think I brought many items to heal up, but shit, I mean, even before they were like that, we definitely had stuff that was just like pretty at the store that I'm like, dog, I would like hang that up or put it up on my shelf or something. Anybody needing MP, it wouldn't hurt to put some on you. And then we'll save that for anybody whose HP gets low. I have not been paying attention, so this might be a run-ender, but we're just gonna go for it. Bathroom decor? For real. It's like when shops used to sell decorative glassware that were obviously bongs. Exactly, that was always really funny. Like, so is this like a vase? Do I put flowers in it? Let's see who we get. I think we're supposed to be fighting people. Yeah. Why? Why are theirs so cool? Blood Knight Officer. You are a guard tamer of the city, aren't you? You've already found us. We'll continue our search for the archive ship later. First, we'll destroy you and take your body to Crimson Beasts. Oh, Crimson. Beasts, attack this tamer. Come on, I'm ready. You don't scare me. What are you, adult responsibility? If not, you're not that scary. Alright, let's see, what do we have? We have a Bakemon, Dark Rizamon, and Deltamon. Deltamon's hands are so cool. Dark Rizamon is one of those things like Gaburamon, where they tried to make it Lizardmon and Dark Lizardmon. Sorry, I was asking my wife to give me a 10-minute heads up on dinner. But where they tried to change it to Lizardmon, but again, it will always be Rizamon. Sort of like Gaburamon. I'm not calling it Goblimon. I will never do it. That's not my vibe. Give it to me. I'm not as dumb and American as I seem. I can appreciate it. It's sort of like the whole jelly donut thing in Pokemon. Clearly onigiri. And it's like, jelly donuts. I have more scheduled hours than the red flag next week. Good. Start phasing her out. You don't scare me. I'm always ready, applies lube. Alright. Who do we go for first? Let's just go ghost on ghost action. We gave him more MP, so let's do a fire blast just to see how it lands on everybody. And we'll just tank Bakemon first. $30 damage, not bad, not bad. Dude, okay, side rant while they are fighting. I saw somebody post the whole... there's not that big of a bot problem or engagement farming problem. And then it was the SpongeBob scene of him showing how many diapers the baby went through. And... oh no, my wife has onion eyes. Onion eyes are watching you. Onion eyes are watching you, watching you. But it was all the different things that people say to engagement bait. My shadow band interact with this so I know that people are seeing it. Or, support small creators. Whatever. And I reposted that being like, this is the shit I've been complaining about. Why the hell are just big number make brain go burr? Why do people care so much? Just like, whatever. Motherfucking bots and engagement farming accounts have started posting that and be like, ha ha ha, am I right? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. This was supposed to bitch about you, and now you're over here co-opting the thing bitching about you. Fuck off. Like, as disrespectfully as possible, fuck off. Number go up. Oh, add in 30 seconds. Again, thank you all for being here. I'm more than happy to just have you hang out and come back after the ads if you enjoy watching Digimon and listening to me rant about stupid bullshit. If you don't want to do that, feel free to drop a prime or get a sub and hang out with us all the way through the ad. Never feel like you have to, but it would absolutely be appreciated. But just your moral support and listening to me be an idiot is more than enough. I appreciate it, and if not, I will see you when the ad ends. Fire blast. Damn, even the bots are getting in on the cultural appropriation. It is ridiculous. It bothers me more because I don't understand it. I wish I could just be brained like other people are. Or do like me and use the prime sub. I said drop a prime. That ghost is tanky, what the fuck? I know, right? He has no body and yet can take hits. But I wish. It's sort of like when you see an ad and you're like, who the fuck does that work on? And then you see the stock price of the company just shoot the fuck up and you're like, well, apparently it worked on somebody. Like, I want to be part of the uneducated masses sometimes just so I could enjoy what everyone else enjoys and not be like, you see what they're doing there, right? You know what they're doing. Let's lower some D. Deltamon goes so hard. And he's fast, which means we're going to get the defense drop before the... Ooh, he hits like a truck. But we'll get it before the multi-attack. These nuts. Do you prefer McDonald's or Wendy's? Oh, I like Wendy's more. Wendy's nuts go in your mouth. Why the fuck isn't that ghost dead yet? This bitch! Dude, Wendy's, so I used to like Wendy's barbecue sauce a lot more before they changed it. I could drink that shit. It's not bad now, but I preferred it before they changed. Their chicken nuggets also used to be better. Their spicy chicken sandwiches were better. I don't know what's going on, but I still fuck with a Baconator. Like, of everything I've given up to try to eat healthier and feel better and all of that stuff, like... Window closed before ad ended, new full ad. I'm sorry, Lirio. I feel awful. That's not nice. I'll do the streamer thing. Somebody gift Lirio a sub. But, dude, of all the things I've stopped eating and realized how much better I feel, the Baconator is the #1 thing that I'm like, dude, I'd still fuck that up. And I tried recently, I ate when I, like, made the exception of, like, I didn't eat breakfast and I went on an extra long exercise walk and stairs and all of that at work to build room to have the Baconator and still be able to eat dinner with my family and enjoy all of that. Dude, it fucked up my stomach so hard and it was still worth it. It is still so worth it. Like, I will take the stomach pain. I don't handle grease that well anymore. I have to definitely stay away from grease a lot, or else it's just a nightmare for everyone in the house. But worth it. Worth it every time. I will still fuck up a Baconator. And I know it is... So the thing is, like, I made a Baconator with, like, a decent... I think it was a total of, like, a half pound of, like, beef and good-ass cheese and mayo and ketchup and everything at home, and it was like half the calories. I want to know what the fuck they do to food at fast food that makes it so much worse. Because, like, I make sure I weigh stuff out. I know what percentage of fat is in the meat, all of that stuff. So, like, I make sure that my calorie counts are pretty on it. And for a bigger burger, a bigger bun, more meat, more cheese, more mayo, more ketchup, I don't know how the fuck it still, like, doubles the calorie count when you get it from a fast food place. It is crazy. That being said, I still fuck with it. It's so good. Bad things always taste so much better. Oh, we just killed him. The last time we fought somebody in a Digibeetle, it was that girl, and, was it Kim? And she was just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go now. But, like, he just disappeared. I love Popeyes, but this shit has gotten too expensive. We're a family of 5, and the last time I went, their shit was like $77. I know, that is the thing. My thing, this is specifically a McDonald's rant, but McDonald's used to be like where you go when you're like, man, I have like $3. I guess I'll go get a value meal from McDonald's. But that shit is expensive now. And it's like, McDonald's, your food is not that good. We didn't go there because your food was good. We went there because I was broke as fuck and wanted something to eat after work. But now that you're expensive as shit, like, I take me, my wife, and the 2 kids, and it's easily like $50, $60. And I'm like, no, you are not I'm not paying $60 fucking to go to McDonald's. This is bullshit. Step up your game. But they're like, oh no, we've seen the people will pay for it. Go absolutely eat a baguette of dicks. Like, last time my family got McDonald's, $60 for the 3 of us. Yeah, exactly. And it's not that good. McDonald's should not be that expensive. You did not up your quality. You just upped the price. And at this point, it's not a cheap, easy thing. Like, so it's not that good. occasionally, yeah, I'll get like a 10-piece nugget because like their nuggets are very specific, but like I'm not I can go out and eat for less than that. I can go to a sit down place with my kids, have a good time, and not pay that ridiculous amount of fucking money. 3 people for Mickey D's, $60 never again. Inflation gonna single-handedly kill the shit food kinda. Dropping racks at McD's for real. Dude, the one that blew me away was a recent study showed that the highest quality of ingredients at things that are typically considered fast food restaurants is fucking Taco Bell. They got a new CEO and new people in charge, and they were like, all right, I know that we're the stoner meals that everyone goes to at 1 o'clock because, like, it's stoner food. But, like, we're actually going to make it good. So now, like, Taco Bell went from, like, stoner food, like, oh, no, we actually have, like, the highest quality ingredients of any of the, like, fast food places. And you can tell, like, it's good. I fuck with Taco Bell so hard. It's not that good for you, but of the ingredients you could be getting, it's pretty good. Like one burger with cheese, fries, and a drink, $19. Oh yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. The breakfast place with steak across the street, $20. Exactly, that's my thing. Is like, you guys have fucking, like, lost your place. Like, you don't know your place if I can go to a sit-down restaurant and spend less money than trying to get a quick meal for my family at the drive-thru. I can fuck up Taco Bell more than Mickey D's, exactly. Dude, I know, again, I've looked at all the calories. I know that for trying to, like, eat healthy, it's not great, but dude, the grilled cheese burritos are so good. Oh my gosh, they're good. That's because the food is not the primary cost driver, it's the labor and rent. So the price compression on the high-end places was hitting. Yeah. They went from low-end food to mid-tier or high-tier food place in terms of money. Yeah, and that's the problem. They did not up their food quality. Like, would it be disappointing? Yes, but I'm not going to get super pissed off that McDonald's costs $20 a meal if they had upped their quality. But it is the fact that there wasn't any change. Like, oh no, so it's just costing more. And it's dumb little shit like, oh, they used to brag like, oh, any size drink $1, and now it's not. And I'm like, no, Batman. I'm not about that. And their dollar menu, which isn't $1 anymore. But also the inflation, even at like Taco Bell, is ridiculous. And it goes back to what RM was saying. It's not just the food, it's the rent and the labor costs and raising wages and all of that stuff. But like, the 99-cent 5-layer burrito is currently like $5.83 where I live. And I'm like, dog, if I can remember when it was less than $1, I'm not talking about like grandpa who was like, back in my day, I could fill up my tank for a nickel. No, we're talking in the last like 10 years. It went from 99 cents to $5.50, $6 for a beefy 5-layer burrito. Hold on, let me back read a little bit. Oh, we got an ooh from Digital Hazard. We were talking about you earlier in the creativity of your model. And we got a hello from ZV. I'll give you hello. I've been ranting. Let's see. Let me try to back read while we're sitting on the menu. Literal steak and eggs in the play now. No, screw that. We need to bring the system down. I mean, we talked about that earlier. UK Mackie D's is pretty good. See, but we're talking about American Mickey D's, which is straight garbage and still costs you like half of your monthly rent. ZV, hi. Yeah, dog's been hanging out with us. Everyone's excited to see ZV. I mean, I'll get off and ZV can jump on. Aren't you supposed to not be online today? Yeah, we talked about ZV earlier. Oh shit, it's ZV for real this time. It's like 200% increase in prices in 10 years. She's here. American Mickey D's is vile. Okay, we've caught up a little bit. Let me take a sip and then I'll give Hazard the ooh. Oh shit, and that goes for waifu's sippies too. Hold on, I'll make it louder since you did a sippies. There you go, now it counts. Alright, let's get this. Give it a little like, there you go. There's the ooh-woo. We can start the party. Now there's a fake ZV. Yeah, I may have named a Digimon after you two, because I was being mean because you wouldn't let me blow bubbles with you. But that's fine. Haven't had in over 10 years. Hi Z. I believe we have a Digimon that is made out of you, because I've been blending the names when we fuse someone. Yeah, we mixed Omni and ZV to get Omnivi. For real, I went to McDonald's in Amsterdam, wildly different. So is Canada, Mickey D's. It's my chill day, I get to see friends stream. Oh, good lord, everyone is talking. ZV said, I'm dead. She's the ass end. Superior life form, damn it. Dude, imagine when your chat is actually going fast. Dude, I know. I need to catch up. I forgot what we were even doing. Oh, now I'm showing off ZV. I was just checking items because I need to get more toys. We unlocked getting toys for everything, so junk parts, usable question mark. Oh, I don't want to use it. I want to switch it out. Wait, why hate McDonald's? I don't hate McDonald's. I am bitter against McDonald's because I grew up being like, oh man, I have like $3 in my pocket. I'm gonna go to McDonald's and get food after work or after school or whatever. And it has turned into, I could sit down and eat, like, easily go sit down to a nice restaurant with the entire family and pay less than going through the drive-thru McDonald's. She's the new age space bubblegum. She just wants to get to my wife, and I just sort of have to live with that. I am sort of glad that ZV had other stuff to do. In today's society, we're all the ass end of the costume. Oh, for real, absolutely. Yeah, I know, my wife, who does not stream, is growing their harem faster than I am. That's just sort of the life we live. But no, honestly, I'm glad that ZV came in late, because I did not want her to see the what was supposed to be a 10 to 15 minute rant turn into a 28-minute rant before we jumped into Digimon. You'll have a harem soon, Nero. As long as it's all dudes, that's all I ask. I guess let's go to the Coliseum and see if we can level up our Tamer rank anymore. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Break out the Yaoi paddle. That's what it's for. You know what it is. Alright, do you have people for me to fight? Would you like to enter the Rank 4 tournament? The entry fee is 1,500 bits. You can use the Digimon in your Digiline, bring it on. I'm all set. So you want to enter? Yes. Hell yeah, we're getting another one. As long as I'm top. I'll have you guys fight in a oiled up wrestling pit to make sure who the top is. I vote he needs a Yaoi paddle asset next. I'm working on getting our little friendo, the Burb, in before anything else, because I want to have him chilling with me. I'm sorry, I made the mistake of thinking that ZV was excited about our little bird buddy, and because I just see, yes! And then I see, Yaoi! Esmeralda is kind of strange. It's time for both of you to enter the ring. Good luck to the both of you. Oh, that too. I'm sorry, I also get excited about yaoi. I'm so in the harem, Nero plugged me. I did plug you, yes. Speaking of plugs, hold on, I'm being just an absolute rotter of a person. 1 second. We're gonna sit here and stare at this screen for a second. Let's do this. Bup. Let's see if I can do it right while panicking. We'll get a shout out for Digital Hazard. Hell yeah, absolutely awesome. Just baller of a model. Absolute fantastic content. Makes me self-conscious about the fact that I wasn't more creative with my model, but it's fine. And then we'll see... Shout out for ZV, absolute superior life form. Get here for... RM. RM does fun security stuff, and I shit-talk in his, chat. Absolutely great. And there's one more. Where's Dog? I want to copy your name right. Dog, your throat hurts right now, but you still get a shout out. Alright, bah. Hell yeah, we did it. We did it. I totally didn't forget to do that and just get excited about talking to everyone. It's fine. If you're not following every single person that just got shouted out, you absolutely should be. Your throat doesn't hurt? I thought I saw you talking about your throat hurting. You know what? We're all kinds of mixed up right now. And who's twerking? Oh, it really does look like Omnivia is twerking, huh? Your next goal as a streamer is that you read so as shout out automatically rather than significant other. It's fine. Oh, I am sick. Yes, though. You're sick. I just assumed it was a sore throat. ZV. You know what? After the blowing bubbles comment, I cannot be upset with you for making a want your throat to hurt comment. It's fine. On that note, let's give him the evil touch. What you mean I'm a little guy so innocent? No one believes that. Hell of a derail. I know, right? We completely lost what we were doing. Let's scissor. If the ball is too big for your mouth, it's not your ball. Exactly. Nero is getting railed. That's fine. That's life. Some people don't think it be like it is, but it do. And you missed. I love the two reactions to if the ball is too big for your mouth, it's not your ball. Of not with that attitude and words to live by. Monorail, do not rail with mono. That's how people catch it. It spreads all across the workplace, the school, whatever. Why was there no senior class last year? Apparently they all got mono. I love Cyclone Mon so much. Some of the best lore. I know, right? Did you expect anything less from us? Yeah. It's the whole idea of keep your expectations low. That's sort of how I live my life, which may not be the best, but it's fine. It's the whole, if you expect a dog to bite you, you're happy when it shits on your shoes. Angemon does hit, like, is that Angemon? Or is that Pedomon? Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. That's the attitude I like. Hell yeah, be secure enough in your masculinity to wear a pink loincloth. I'll bite back. I thought this match was going to go a lot worse than that, but apparently all I had to do was set them on fire. Also, BRB audio is bugging. I can't window. If you need to go to the ER, you're going too fast and not using enough lube. Those are words to live by. Let's throw some shit. Party time. Try to conserve some of this MP here. Black Pearl shot. What is it? The guy who does the TikToks where he's like, just because it has a flared end does not mean it needs to go inside you. Please stop. Bum-ba-da-bum-ba-da-bum. Okay, I retract my statement. Touché. I just always read it as touchy, and I'm sorry, but that word is touchy. Mod, can you ban yourself? Mr. Hands was a life lesson. That distracted me so much, I'm just clicking through, messages, or the game. I read it as tushy. Do I have to? No, I guess you're allowed. But you're setting the vibe for chat. Uncle Touchy's naked puzzle basement. Anyway. I know I've just been training hard, but I just can't keep up with your speed. Gotta go fast. Yes, that is a thing, Lirio. Sort of like the tooth gremlin. I don't want kids to believe in the tooth fairy. If that teeth is bad, they don't get money for it. If the tooth they put under the pillow has a cavity, they don't get the tooth fairy, they get the tooth gremlin. He rips out all your teeth and kills your parents. Brush your damn teeth. That was our slogan. I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. I'm already on too many lists. Oh yeah, I guess that might not be the best thing to look up. Esmeralda is a nice gal. Oh, your next opponent is here. What up, dog? Wow, Mr. Mark Schultz of the Goldhawks. I did a job for you. Hey, Nero, finally we meet. We've met before. I've been waiting for this. Chris Connor of Black Swords and Debbie of Blue Falcons are in line to battle you too. Who are you people? My audio is working again? Hell yeah. Boobity boom, boom. Garurumon looks a little squeesh. Ooh, Shimo Unimon. Alright, we're just gonna start with setting them on fire, because that seemed to work really well last time. That bird is on fire. I did a job for you. Time to pay up, bitch. Ask Grass or Cash. But actually, let's lower some D. Ass grass, is that just hair? Gotta watch out for the ass grass. I came here to kick gum and chew ass, and I'm all out of ass. Nani? I love his nose, it looks like a face. Meteor stream. Ooh. I should have an all-male podcast with some of the guys in chat and call it Meteor Stream. Why does a meteorite taste better than a comet? Because it's a little meteor. Otaku. I thought we were starting Pandora's Box. That is also a good one. We might do that. Alright, let's light them up. And Hyper Heat Shimayunamon. And Scissor Shimayunamon as well. If you grass growing out your ass, stop talking dirt and or taking dirt in there. We're back to the whole, I'm not here to kink shame, I'm here to kink ask why. Pandora's Box would need products like Christie's Toy Box. Well, yeah, we were talking about Pandora's Box being the name so we can talk about all the, like, taboo, controversial things. And, open Pandora's Box, but also for the double entendre of box. Nero can get us the hookup. I do still have friends who work at the shop. Not gonna lie, it was rhyming, but then I couldn't finish it. Finishing is always important. I still have a hard time taking some of the shops seriously because of being a kid and hearing the Patricia's theme song and hearing it wrong. So for the longest time growing up, I thought it was at Patricia's where fun and family meet. And I was like, oh, it must be like a cool, like family-friendly store. And then when I found out what it was, I still didn't know what the actual theme song was. I thought it was still at Patricia's where fun and family meet. But I was like, what the hell kind of store is this if this is what you do when fun and family meet? And then I found out it's where fun and fantasy meet. And I was just stupid. Give him the evil touch. Was One Pump short? I think about, I think about it way too often, honestly. The, what is it? The... We'll do that. The... what is it? Oh my gosh. The epic rap battle between Adam and Eve. Where she says, one pump chump and you hung like a weasel. Ditch the fig leaf. Get yourself a pine needle. Hey, we won while absolutely not paying attention to the fight. Hell yeah, gamers. I love that me popping open my shaker cup made like a on stream. Wait up, hold on. I lost. I guess life's not so easy. I never thought I could win against you. I've never seen his Digimon. He literally took a mission and then reset all of his Digimon and was like, oh shit, well I guess I can't do it. It would be great if you would do it for me. Well, you definitely had more power than me. ZV is the good luck charm. Hell yeah, she is. Dude, ZV, why is it that my chat likes you more than me? Give me your juju. Gimme the slime. Tough luck for him. Who is your opponent for the final match? Okay, little miss, I have to spread myself and then you can blow. Don't even say, oh, don't say gimme the slime. That's me! We met again! I don't know why I made her voice that now. You both are goated. Gimme your wife. Is that the trade? I won't be easy to beat like last time. It's time for both... Good lord, too many voices. It's time for both of you to enter the ring. Good luck to the both of you. Alright, I'm just waiting for an RM's waifu, my wife, and ZV podcast, and they can just talk about book talk things or whatever. Kiwimon, I love Kiwimon so much. Angemon, Kiwimon, and Mushroomon. How about those smut books? Exactly. I feel like Angemon is wearing his loincloth to cover up his Mushroomon, but whatever. That's fine. I ain't gonna judge. Alright, we're not looking super hot on health, so let's just pick somebody and focus. I'm doing great now that you're here, BB. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be prying and reading into you guys flirting in my chat. We brought his D down. Let's go. I know that ZV's being cute, but I'm gonna read that as a Michael Jackson. Also, give us your wife. I am a man of honor, and when the riot is outside, I will not turn over my wife. Became poisonous. Your lips are venomous poison. Your poison running through my veins. Again, you guys bring such different energy. I said I won't give you my wife. ZV said I'll let you blow me, and you said she can be gay with us. Love it. Both of your energy is great, but it's just it's whiplash sometimes. I do love that that is sort of how it's worked out. It's been like, alright, we'll all come down to you guys, and me and RM will hang out while the three of you go to Disney World. It just means we can play off each other's energy. Oh yeah, dude, ZV has such great energy to play off of. I enjoy anytime we collab, anytime we just hang out in Discord. ZV brings the energy, and I will absolutely give her that. Please let me send them to Disney. You have to know the rules of engagement. See, women get away with that. If I tell someone I'll let you blow me, I get looked at like a weirdo. No, you just have to make sure that you are only saying that to a guy. Men are allowed to blow each other, that's fine. Stop, you're embarrassing me, she really does. I enjoy every one of her streams, so do I. ZV is fantastic. Everybody needs to go glaze ZV. ZV's the best. I want to see at least one chat message from everyone about how awesome ZV is. Ooh, now I'm full time. I can get paid vacation time. Hell yeah. It's not gay if you keep the socks on too. That's why I take my socks off every time. Yes, glaze the slime. Everyone do it. New follow and stay with Nero. They're following me by glazing ZV. We don't want to have a certain streamer incident where the slime gets all in the hair and it gets pulled off when you pull the covers back because you weren't being careful. So saran wrap might be a good idea. I think that means we won. There's only 3 battles. But I might want to go train up a little bit. Oh no! Oh no! I can't believe that I lost in the finals. Okay, it was the finals. Darn, Nero, it's all your fault. You'd better buy me dinner for this. What? What are you talking about? It's not my fault. I'll never ever talk to you again. Never! Do you promise? ZV said, LOL, what the cookies? And I could only read it as though... What the dog doing? Oh, is RM making you watch the security-related videos about why they're ghost keys? Or skeleton keys, not ghost keys. Don't worry about her. She'll forget about it sooner or later. So congratulations, Nero. You've made it to rank 4, normal tamer. Oh, yeah. Everyone, say something nice about ZV. I'm definitely stealing your idea for the PSA. Say something nice about the chatters redeem. I'm absolutely stealing that. I haven't done it yet, but I'm letting you know right now that I'm stealing it. Thanks, Leomon. Now I'm a rank 4 normal tamer. Now you can tell everyone that you're a middle rank tamer. You're mid. Here, this is the prize for winning the tournament. It's a DNA up chip. I'll get your DNA up. ZV has a warm and comforting personality from RM. ZV, I hope you enjoy that. I will read these out as nice as possible as everyone drops their messages. We'll see you in the next tournament. I just got the 10-minute alarm on dinner, though, which probably saved ZV, so she won't have to sit through me reading all of the messages. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and then we'll drop our safety save. Z is a bad bish. I bet I can put her in a jar and she would blend in with my rainbow dildo collection. Heck yeah, the Animu gods favor me, bishes. Sure, you know what, waifu, that is as nice as I feel like it gets from you. It's fine. I mean, I still think that I'm your favorite streamer, waifu, because you haven't drawn ZV pregnant, but you drew me pregnant, so that's fine. But we're getting everything saved up, and then we're gonna come over here. So I can tell you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate that everyone hung out for the ranting. If you missed the ranting, the major parts of it was treat people like people, don't treat them like they are all a part of a group and that everything that everybody does that is part of a group is inherently linked to the group. If you like dead children, please don't follow me or don't ever watch me again. I'm not cool with that. Which I feel like should go without saying, but apparently it needed to be said. And just be nice to people. Like, treat people with respect, love people, be kind. And that was pretty much the gist of the rant that took 28 minutes. With that, we're gonna find somebody to raid so I can go eat dinner and tell my wife how much she got hit on. Yes, please, waifu, I will forgive every sin with my angelic powers. If you draw ZV pregnant as well. Hold on, real quick, before we go, I can't let this go. Dog said, every time I join ZV's streams, I always have a good time, and she makes my day so much better every stream. with that, let's see. Who are we looking at? Hubba hubba. Who can we go to? Who can we go to? We're gonna go to Ethereal Ari. I've been following her for a while and have never raided, so we're gonna go look. Looks like she's playing Age of Empire. Hell yeah. With that, I will try to do the cool thing of letting it sit so I'm not just yapping until it cuts off. And tell you guys good night, be kind to everyone. Don't judge entire groups by the actions of one person. Sometimes things don't need to be politicized, and sometimes shitty stuff happens because people are crazy, and you don't need to turn that into a political pawn. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good stream. I'm gonna start the raid and get ready for dinner. Be kind and send some love. Give a Digimon raid to Ari. And I will talk to you guys later. We're just gonna go back to the starting soon screen.